My Mercat family, I have gotten dressed up for this occasion to do another one of my sexy story times, which sounds kind of weird that I'd say that, but a lot of them are older experiences or things that have happened from when I was younger or like when I had just like got out of high school. So we all know not everyone's perfect as I hit a grumpy cat. I have a grumpy cat. All right, besides the point, I just got really off in the Hello Kitty. All right, this story in particular, I think I had like not been into school that long. Also, if you guys want to see how I did this makeup, it took me forever. But I will put a video up, I guess, showing you. And again, I'm like in a burgundy shirt with like a vampire looking makeup, which is like me every day, but you get me. This is when I do makeup. That's why I don't do that much of my makeup because I look like this. But it's not a bad thing. Kind of reminds me of Max from Two Broke Girls. I am getting so off topic. Also, do you guys see my makeup? I did really hard. Like, I worked my butt off on this makeup. Ooh, good lighting, bad lighting. Ooh, there we go. There's the good lighting again. All right. This story in particular was like one of those things that like you kind of didn't want to see, but for some reason it's like a train wreck. You like kind of keep watching it and you kind of feel gross and disgusting that you're watching it, but also at the same time, you still keep watching. What I'm going to talk to you guys about today is a creepy story time or sexy story time, whatever we want to call this little thing that I'm trying here. If you are like over the not over if you're under the age of like 18 or like you're younger, look away. I have other videos on another channel. This is my second channel. That are very kid friendly or that are adult friendly if you have like young teenagers, because I don't want any young teenagers like watching this and be like, oh, let's go do this, because then I'm gonna be like, no child, that's not what I meant by telling these tremendous, terrifying, messed up stories. All right, this story in particular is about one of my ex friends. If you actually watch this video, I don't mean any harm by you, but like, you get me. It was an ex best friend. We'll just leave it at that. Um, Me and her hadn't hung out in a while, so I was like, I think, what was it? It was like 17? Was it 17? 16? And I was not 16. I had to have been like 17 or 18 when this happened. So it's been a good bit. I'm 23 now, by the way. Well, let's see. Trying to think how I'm gonna piece this and tell you guys. Me and her like hadn't hung out or anything and like connected on Facebook. And we're like, hey, we need to hang out, let me come over to your house. Okay, so she comes over to my house. We kind of try to hang out like it's old times, but you can kind of tell it's not like it's old times. And yeah, like she spends the night. We do whatever girls do, which at that time probably meant just eating food and watching a movie. That's like all that we did. Or like would go to IHOP at 3 o'clock in the morning. We did stuff like that. I don't know. Again, I'm a little older now, so it might be different. Well, we were talking about guys, and she's like, "Oh, I dated him." I'm like, "Yeah, I saw that on Facebook. Like this specific person. Oh, he's really nice. He's cool. This, that, and the other." Well, I didn't know, but like they were talking back and forth, and I'm like, "Okay, they're talking back and forth. That's cool." And then she's like, "Hey, let's go to his house." I'm like, "What?" She's like, "We're gonna hang out with that person. We're gonna like go." Well, I forget what they said. Go to the lake. That's what it was. We were going to the lake. That was the biggest. Oh my lord! I should have said no right then and there. But like back then, I want to like hang out and like do what people do. And in my head, like this is what normal people did. They went to lakes. Okay, so this person comes and picks us up. Um, and I kind of got a weird vibe from it. But then again, I also just did not like this person like ever, especially sexually. I just never liked this specific person. And he's like, "Hey, how you doing? Yeah, we're gonna go do this and blah blah blah." I'm like, "All right, that's cool." Okay, so we go, we hang out. It's a cool time. It's fun. And then he says, "Oh, let's go back to my house." I'm like, "What? What would we go to your? What would we do at your house?" Like I should have been asking that, but I didn't. Um, and yeah, my friend, of course, 'cause she already dated said guy, was like, "Yeah, let's go back to your house, yay!" And I'm like, Okay, sure. What are we gonna do there? Eat pizza? I mean, really, that's how naive I guess I was. And now that I think about it, I should not have been that naive. Um, so we get to person's house thinking, oh, things are gonna be cool. Well, no. That's where I was wrong. He made like we walked through this weird place and it's like a garage almost or like a weird like guyish place. I don't know what you call this. Either way, he had this and he was like hanging out in his room, like started making us drinks. Me, I like drinking, so of course I'm like, yay, it's a drink, yay, oh, I'm drinking, yeah. But I wasn't drinking a lot because I did not trust this person. So I drank a tiny bit, as did my friend. My friend was like really drinking. I was like sipping. She's like chugging, and then she looks over at me, and the look on my face was like, "What? What's going on?" And she kissed me. I'm like, I don't like girls. What are you doing? Like in my head, I was like, what is going on here? And she like started acting really kind of slutty, and then her and said guy were like kind of, what is a word, like you do before you do that, if you know what I mean. They were doing that like in front of me, and I'm like, deer caught in the headlights, what am I supposed to do? That was my ride there. So I'm just like sitting there, and then this is the worst part, they start having sex like right in front of me, and I'm like sitting there watching this like for like 15, 20 minutes. That's what I've meant with the deer caught in the headlights or like a train wreck or something. You watch it and you don't know why you're watching this, but you're watching it. And I legitly did. I watched it. And by the way, it did not go on that long. But it was just really gross because, dude, afterwards, like, oh yeah, do you want to go? And I'm like, sweetheart, I would never do anything with you, and you know that I don't like you. So why are you doing this? Bad enough that I had to watch you do like me, like two bigger people doing that, and the fact that you ask right after Broad hops off you, hey, do you want to hop on? I'm like, do I look like a whore? Evidently, I was a whore, so whatever. My only thing was is my stupid naive little butt should have been like, yeah, this is kind of creepy. Dude's trying to feed me drinks. What's going on? Normal me now would be like, what are you doing? But yeah, instead I kind of fell for that. I had to watch people have sex in front of me. It was really awkward. And the fact that, like I said, the dude gets on, like they were doing that, which again, I should have caught what was going on. They did that, and then right after, he's like, hey, do you want on? That's where I'm like, and still really to this day I have nothing to do with those people because of that experience, because that right there really took the cake for me. I was like, if my friend is going to do this, then that means that's really not a good friend. Maybe I shouldn't even be around people that act that way. So yeah, my only thing is to young people, or if you are watching this after I said not to, um don't do things like that. It's weird, it's awkward. Ugh, having to remember it, like it's still burned in my brain, having to watch them like, in front of me. The fact that the person was like, hey, do you want to? And I think the rest of the time I just like sat there and was traumatized until I went home. So, if anything, don't ever watch people have sex. And if you do, watch it on a pornographic film, okay? Because watching it in front of you is disgusting. Having a girl kiss you that you don't want to kiss, Lee, that's even weirder. The fact that I'm able to talk about this and I'm not cringing, y'all should be happy. I hope you guys like my video. It is a little bit longer than my other videos because there's a lot going on and a lot of weird, like, women kissing, people doing that. So yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. I hope you liked my experience. I hope you guys like what I'm doing with my second channel. Remember, I will be posting things left and right, but this was just an experience I thought you guys should know about. So I hope that if you guys are watching this, I hope you have a good day. I hope things are good for my little Mertat family, and like and comment below if you guys like this video. I feel like you're gonna start being like, give me more story times. So yeah, let me know if you guys like it. Like and comment below. Subscribe to me so I can show you more awesome kittiness. And yeah, bye, my mer kittens.